Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to our platform and thank you so much for joining today. So, guys, let's talk about Canada. First of all, before I proceed, my name is Milton Fonkwo. So, if this is your first time seeing my face, please understand that I'm the chairman of the broke community, but we would never remain the same. Okay? So keep working and working. Every day, wake up and go to that job that you are doing so you can better yourself. For those who are trying to get visas to migrate abroad, especially Canada, then I hope this video helps you. And to those who have it, congratulations and see you in Toronto in some years to come. Then to those who are still struggling, this information may be of help to you. First thing first, with regards to the questions I've been receiving from my followers or from people watching my videos, most of you here, you've been telling me that, oh, Milton, I have applied for visa and it was rejected and a whole lot of stuff. First of all, let me draw your attention again to this. Remember, early this year, IRCC or the government of Canada said that if you are to apply for anything study visa, you have to get what is called provincial attestation. All right. Now, how are you going to get this provincial attestation letter, which is called a PAL? First thing first, you need to look for a school. You apply for the school. Then after admissions, it is the school that is going to give you the provincial attestation. So because of all these changes, many institutions in Canada, they are now having doubts if what is going to come of them, what is going to happen to the student. So most of them, they actually do it in such a way they are sure, or they want to be sure, that the international student that is getting the offer letter would probably at the end of the day apply for the visa. That's why you see many schools, they are now increasing the money for tuition deposit, and most of them are equally saying, oh, we will not give you a refund if your visa is rejected. Some are saying, oh, we will take 50, you take 50. Others are saying, oh, we will give you back completely. Like Queensland Polytechnic is refunding completely $5,000. If you get admission, you have to pay $5,000 to them for them to give you your provincial attestation and confirm your seat before you can apply for visa. NSCC is now charging more. Before they used to charge 1,500 non-refundable, but now they are charging 5,000, and they are equally saying that if you get a rejection, you would equally get your money back. Okay, but you can freeze your semester if you do not want to study for that particular season, right? That's what NSCC is saying. MBCC, on the other hand, used to take 500, but as soon as this provincial attestation stuff and this instability entered into Canada, they now said, okay, those who paid 500 will have to add $1,000 again to make it 1,500, and that 1,500 was non-refundable. And on this particular date, you have to pay your complete tuition for that semester before you move in. So these are some of the things, and the good thing about this Canada stuff is that there are good pathways you can follow. Canada is, of course, one of the best countries looking at the immigration, like the easy country to get maybe work permit, easy country to get permanent residency, one of the easiest, let me put it this way, to get citizenship, because probably it takes 3 years, you get your PGWP and PR, and after maybe 2 years you get citizenship. But again, understand that it's also possible to get PR from your home country. These are the advantages of Canada, and it makes internationals, because many people are flogging there, some international students are now forgetting about Europe. But you must understand that the visa rate also has dropped. IRCC made it very clear that Canada is in shortage when it comes to accommodation. So they are looking for ways, since they notice that it is the international students or community that are occupying most of the residents, though they are still looking for ways to build more houses, but they said they were going to reduce the influx of international students into Canada, which everybody is aware, from 80,000 approvals in previous years to 35,000. Now, among that 35,000, you need to understand as an international student that most of the visas approved are coming from Asian countries. You should know this: Indonesia, Philippines, Singapore, Japan, All right, almost all these Asian countries, most of the approvals come from there. So us in Africa, we are already limited in this aspect. So now it is strategic, like for you, you should be strategic in this case when you want to apply for any visa to Canada. Now I have told many people that for me, okay, if you are not going to Canada using the PR pathway, you shouldn't put your X only on the study visa application. You should also do many other applications in case the first application does not pull through. You should carry on. And one thing many people who are also struggling to enter the express entry pool is that they do not know that age is also a problem. And most of them do not know that there is what we call provincial nominee programs and what we call how do they call it, particular skills. Like they don't know that there are particular areas in which Canada is looking for now, in demand areas. Let me put it this way: what we call the French professional, healthcare, trade organization, transport people. If you go to the express entry area and read very well, you are going to see this. So Canada is trying to favor a party, like they need a particular group of people into Canada now. So even if you are to apply for the school now, okay, make sure you look at what is in demand in Canada before you apply. Now I'm just giving general advice because of the questions I've been receiving. These are the same things I tell people who come to me for one-on-one consultation. Now to those of you who've been complaining, oh Milton, I applied for my visa, it's been 8 months, 1 year, 2 years, I've not gotten visa, 8 months. I have seen all your questions, but I want to tell you that the dates you see on IRCC, you may go to IRCC and you see that they are saying that approval date time is 222 days for a visitor visa in Kenya, Nigeria, Cameroon, right? But that is not true. Those dates do not work. The reason is because, first, you need to understand that there are a lot of things going on now. Why did I say those days do not work? Out of 90 people that apply for visa, if you check very well, you will see that they either get a rejection within the first 28 days, or they get an acceptance within 1 month, or they get an acceptance within 5 months, and they get a rejection after maybe 6 or 8 months. So it is not stable. What I would advise you do is, if you must move to Canada, just do your application and relax. For study visas, there is somehow there are some slight changes where you can get your study visa within maybe 1 month, 2 months. Some people are even getting before 1 month, some are getting after 2 months. So my advice is, as soon as you apply for your Canada visa, relax, okay, relax yourself and know that your visa will come at any point in time. Just pray that it comes early before the program starts. Now moving further, to those who are also complaining that cost of living is high in Canada, of course, it is true. Canada cost of living is high because many people need houses, the demand is high, so the supply is low. Therefore, the prices of goods and services will go up. So if you want to move to Canada, plan very well. Accommodation now, a 2+1 flat, if you are going with family especially, budget at least $1,400 dollars and above. I'm talking about Canadian dollars. Budget that money. The reason is because you may get a 2+1 to manage at the meantime. If you are lucky to get a 3+1, you are excellent. But know that it's going to cost you a lot of money. Especially in some provinces. There are some provinces like Ontario that are already full. I don't want to say Alberta is also among them, but if you have a way, I have said it times and again, if you have a way to go to the Atlantic region, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Saskatchewan, Saskatchewan, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Manitoba, all those places, including the Atlantic areas, please go there. The reason is because many people do not settle in these areas, right? And as those, their job opportunities are also limited. But as those, it is easy to get permanent residency and of course citizenship if you live in those areas in Canada. I'm saying this because I understand many people do not know about this, but if you must move to Canada, please, you need a lot of research. There are a lot of things that have changed in a couple of days, in a couple of years, or a couple of months, and many people do not know. Like right now, if you apply to schools in Canada now, it would be somehow fair for you to get admissions early. But the problem is, how sure are you? Will you be able to pull through with a visa application? That is the question you need to ask yourself. But in the case of visa, do not be afraid, because here I encourage people. Remember, I don't have anything here to do with immigration. I'm only talking based on my research experience and my experience in this field, okay? And I do not do any partnership with any school in Canada. Anything I'm telling you on my channel is only based on my research experience and my professionalism. You understand? So do your own research to actually know what you need. Those going for study visas, those going for visit visas, those applying for permanent residency, please, when you do the application, you hold on and you relax. It's going to come your way, but we cannot say what time. But just pray that it comes within the time you expect. Now, I also saw some people asking me if they would like if they need a lot of money to go into Canada through the provincial nominee program or the express entry. The truth is that the money for express entry is not that much compared to study. Studies will always be heavy. And for those of you going on a visitor's visa claiming that somebody told you that you can change it to a work permit, I just want to tell you that even right now, international students cannot do flag polling. So you shouldn't be deceived. If you have a means to go to Canada, just know that if you are going as a visitor, you will either seek your odoro quietly, and if you go as a student, excellent, you can then study and transition to post-graduation work permit and then to citizenship. I hope you get. So in case you have any other question, please drop it below in the comment section. I will respond from there. Just drop it. I'm going to come back to you. I hope this helps you. I just pray that for those who are already submitted, who have submitted their visas, they get a response in some days, because many people are complaining to me that they haven't gotten any reply from IRCC, and I don't know why. Like I've said, those dates on IRCC, they are not fixed. So if you are looking to move to Canada, start early. But somehow students get favored because maybe it's student visas or something which I cannot really explain. In another video, I'm going to be bringing you updates on things you need to do in order to maximize your chances of getting the visa as a student, as a worker, as a tourist and stuff. I hope this helps you. Till we meet again in another one.